Hello and welcome to another flip through of my traveler's notebook, my bullet journal, and my journal. This is Gojenn, your hostess, and the last time I made a planner video was the setup for August. And so here I am almost at the end of August, and I have tried several different things. One of the big things that I came across this month was what to do when you don't have a normal week. What if you're on vacation? What if you take a trip? What if something else happens? How do you work your bullet journal around that? And so when we get to that part, I'm hoping that maybe I'll have some inspiration for you and how I handled it. So this again is my August bullet journal. These are the inserts. I have two inserts that I'm going to show you today from my traveler's notebook. The first one is my bullet journal, and the second one is my journal/diary. These layouts start the bullet journal. They were my goals page, and then my future log, and my calendar for August, which starts on a Monday for me. And I set up these two pages with just some wild lines to fill in the tangles that the daily tangles that we got as a challenge for the Mindful Creativity with Tangles by Heather Buckman on Facebook. I strongly encourage you, if you like to do Zentangling or tangling, to go to Facebook and search for Mindful Creativity with Tangles. Join that group, and every month she puts out a list of tangles, and then you get to participate in the group and see how everybody else has, how did they interpret their tangle, and then you get to show off yours as well if you want to. So this was the blank. This is how it looks today because I have filled it in, nearly finished, with the different tangles of the day, and I'm very proud of it. It makes me really happy to look at it. This was the blank initial setup for my habit tracker on the left and my crafting tracker on the right, and this is how they're filled in. I have noticed a lot about myself in looking at the trackers. It has been extremely hot here in Southern Virginia, and so I have not exercised much at all, and that's really bad for me on so many different levels because I usually walk. That's my preferred form of exercise, and it has just been 89 to 100 degrees, and I have not. When we go camping, I don't have a choice because our dogs have to go for walks, so I get exercise when we're camping. And then on the right is my crafting tracker, and I had 3 days this month so far in which I did not craft at all. 2 of those were travel days when we were on the road to our camping trip, and it's hard for me to do that without getting a little motion sick or queasy, so I try not to do that too much. And here's just how I started off my first weekly spread, and it just fills up. It fills up with things to do, things I've done, and it really does make me happy. I keep up with the things that are coming up, and then I keep up with, of course, the projects that I want to complete in the month, and my bullet journal list of all things. Then I started in with my dailies and just do my lists every day, which I don't think I'm going to do coming up in the month of September. Take this spread, which is what I called a weekend spread. There's no need really for the daily spreads when I have a proper spread of, say, either the week of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or the weekend, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I think I'm going to do away with the dailies unless I find that I really need them. So I'm just going to keep going with that. The bullet journal is an excellent place just to do whatever you want to do. The Mindful Creativity with Tangles has a challenge where you try to use 3 tangles together. So I just put that here on a page in my bullet journal. Then I had some crafting projects I wanted to make sure I got done in a certain time period. So I listed them out on the right to keep up with my progress. And as I was saying at the beginning of the video, what happens when you have a week that's not normal? We went from Southern Virginia to Eastern Pennsylvania in the month of August, and we were gone for 4-5 days. And it what would I do with my planning? It just threw everything off. So I decided that this spread would be my before leaving on our trip spread, and I just made it the first 4 days. And then I had the daily spreads for that. And then I just did a spread for while we were on our trip, the 4 days that we were gone. Because when you're on a vacation, when you're on a trip like this, you don't really have that much to do. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and relax. Those were my goals for these days. And so that's what I did. But I still had my tracker or my weekly spread, the 4 days that we were gone, just there to remind me of things that we were going to do. And then looking back, excuse me, looking back, you can see what we did do. And then once we came back on a Monday, I think, Monday or Tuesday. And so then I had the rest of the week that I went ahead and put in a weekly spread like that. And so you can make your bullet journal anything you want. Make it as flexible as you need it to meet your needs. It didn't make sense for me to have the week that we were, or the days that we were gone with the days that we, regular working days or whatever. So I just split it up like this, and that's what worked for me. And again, I come up to a weekend spread, and it really does make me happy. I'm really thinking I'm going to do without the daily spreads. I'm thinking that, but I'm not sure. I had notes here for a video that I did on my crafting, and then I'm back into my regular setup for the week's bullet journal. And that has really worked out well for me. And yes, I have set up my Christmas list. So if you think you might be on that Christmas list, now's a good time to get your orders in, or else you may end up with some neon yellow scarf or something like that. Okay, so this is what I have so far in my bullet journal. Now this is my diary, my journal, and I'm just showing you this so that you can, if you think, oh, my handwriting is terrible, I don't have anything to say, I find that my diary or my journal here is an excellent place to solve problems, because often I'll ask myself, why is it that I do such and such? And then I'll just write, and by the time I'm done, I'll usually have the answer. And so that helps me as I go on. So I hope that you enjoyed this flip through of my August planner so far. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I do weekly videos. Usually they're either more on a crafty theme, or they'll be on my planner theme. So if you're interested in one but not the other, it's always in the title which it's going to be, so you don't have to watch it if you're not interested. But I hope you will. Give it a shot. And I always say that I wish you nothing but love and laughter until the next time we see each other.